Finding trigonometric values for special angles. So there are three special angles, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, because there are two special right triangles, the 30, 60, 90 triangle and the 45, 45, 90 triangle. And if you have not been in geometry yet, then this will be more new. If you have done geometry, this will be a little more review as far those two right triangles. But finding the trig functions, I guess you can just fast forward through me filling all this in and then, or skip to the end, whatever. But they come back to these two triangles. So the sine of 30 degrees, so the 30 degrees is right here. The opposite is 1, and the hypotenuse is 2. So the sine of 30 degrees is 1/2. The cosine is the adjacent over the hypotenuse, so √3 over 2. The tangent is the opposite over the adjacent, so it's 1 over √3. So I'm actually going to rationalize the denominator before I write it in the box. 1 times √3 is √3. √3 times √3 is 3. So the tangent of 30 degrees is √3 over 3. The cosecant is the reciprocal of the sine. So I'm going to just do the reciprocal of sine. 2 over 1 is just 2. The reciprocal of the cosine is the secant. So it would be 2 over √3. When I rationalize √3 over √3, I get 2 √3 over 3. So the secant of 30 degrees is 2 √3 over 3. And then the reciprocal of the tangent. So I can do the reciprocal of this tangent, or I can do the reciprocal of this tangent, or I can do adjacent over opposite, or adjacent over opposite, which is √3 over 1. √3 over 1 is just √3. So I'm actually going to jump down to 60 because while we're talking about it, it's the same ideas, just 60 is over here. So the opposite side to the 60-degree angle is the √3. So the sine of 60 degrees is √3 over 2. Oops, 60 degrees. And the cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, which is 1/2. And the tangent is opposite over adjacent, or √3 over 1, which is √3. And then the reciprocal of the sine for the cosecant is 2 over √3, which I've already done the work, is 2 √3 over 3. The reciprocal of the cosine is 2 over 1, which is 2. And the reciprocal of √3 is 1 over √3, which I've already rationalized the denominator here, √3 over 3. So 30 and 60 are related. Hopefully you can see kind of the matching up, but still different. All right, the 45, 45, 90 triangle. So the sine of 45, pick either 45-degree angle, it doesn't matter. Opposite over hypotenuse is 1 over √2. So when I rationalize the denominator, I get √2 over 2. So the sine is √2 over 2. The cosine of 45 is adjacent over hypotenuse, which is 1 over √2, which still simplifies to be √2 over 2. And the tangent of 45 is 1 over 1, opposite over adjacent, so 1. The cosecant is the reciprocal of the sine. So the reciprocal of √2 over 2, which is also the reciprocal of 1 over √2, or hypotenuse over opposite, which is √2 over 1, which is just √2. Same with the secant, and then the cotangent, the reciprocal is 1. So pause the video, make sure you get all those blanks filled in, so that I can do problems like in example 3. So they want to know what this, in part A's case, is this adjacent side, and they give me the hypotenuse. So they ask me to find the adjacent, and they give me the hypotenuse. So I need to pick a trig function that uses adjacent and hypotenuse, and you actually have two choices. I would stick with sine, cosine, and tangent, But you can actually use whichever one is easier to use to you. I'm going to use cosine. So the cosine of 30 degrees is going to be the adjacent over the hypotenuse, which is x over 8. Well, we know the cosine of 30 degrees. The cosine of 30 degrees is root 3 over 2. So I'm going to replace cosine of 30 degrees with root 3 over 2 equals x over 8. And then I'm going to solve. So I can cross multiply if I want to. All that I need to do is multiply both sides by 8. So x is equal to 8 root 3 over 2. And then I would cancel the 8 and the 2, so x is equal to 4 root 3. So they want 4 root 3. They don't want whatever that is as a decimal. And then letter B, let's look here. So they actually are doing the same thing, asking for, oops, brain's faster than, the x is the adjacent and the 6 is the hypotenuse. So it's not always cosine, but in this case it's also cosine. The cosine of 45 degrees is equal to x over 6. According to our chart, the cosine of 45 degrees is root 2 over 2. So root 2 over 2 equals x over 6. Multiply both sides by 6. So 6 root 2 over 2 equals x. The 6 and the 2 cancel, so you get 3 root 2 equals